COVID-19. So, kudos to the federal government for lifting the ban on sports. Okay, for Edo 2020, the National Sports Council, they are set to meet over the festival, and the meeting will take place very soon. And all the stakeholders are ready to sit down and see how Edo 2020 will return. It was earlier scheduled for March, but due to COVID-19, it was postponed. Well, for the French Open winner, the latest winner in town right now, the Polish tennis star Iga Swiatek, she said that she is still in shock since that Paris triumph. And in cycling, Chris Froome is set to face Primož Roglic in the Vuelta and Esplanade. Then the transfer business in UK today is closing. So let's see who will be moving from one club to the other. These are many more to come on the Female Sports Show, on the Sports Fiesta, reaching live on the 2.7 KFM down here in the next city. My name is Egusa Emeka, you can also call me Sports Maestro, and I've got Sani Ibrahim, the Ibra Kadabra of Sports, and Sanofi Francis, the Sports Berlusconi with me this morning. Together, we're going to make your day a memorable one. Guys, good morning, and let's begin from Nigeria. After the announcement yesterday, you need to see the excitement all over the places that, yes, it is sports is back. Not just contact sports, but football, which is the main one that we've all been clamoring for. Football is resuming, and other contact sports are also starting to go without fans. So that's what we've seen in Europe, even with little fans or few fans, as the case may be. But right now, they say no fans. I think this is a welcome development.
It's been what we've been waiting for. I think it's long overdue. We've seen elections held in Nigeria. Those states, as an example, all those states. We've seen protests going on all over the country. We've seen things basically coming back to normalcy in Nigeria. There was never a time the market actually went down, though they took the market to different primary schools, different locations in the states and in the nation. But all the time we went to the market, there was never that social distancing being maintained, and to have stored contest sport all this while, people were not asking if, you know, rallies, political rallies could go on, mega political rallies to them could go on, and all these things. The face mask news, why don't you bring back football especially? Thank God that earlier in the week, the Minister of Youth and Sports Development, Sunday Dari, said they've completed all their plans and they've submitted their proposals to the PTF for COVID-19, and they are waiting for approval. And yesterday they gave them their approval. I guess the next stop now will be how they will send palliatives to various clubs in NLL, in the NPFL, and all that, how these modalities will be put in place for them to start. Because if when it starts, obviously I'm going to try from one venue to another. Obviously, it's going to help them, you know, prepare for the season. But personally, I'm happy that football is back. The Nigerian Professional Football League is back. The CAF Confederations, CAF Champions League is right around the corner. These guys need to get to the pitch to get themselves fit. So congratulations to us.
Yeah, there was absolutely no reason to continue with the restriction on sporting activities, contact sports activities in Nigeria, given what has been going on. I mean, you've actually reopened everywhere else. Why is sports the one that is suffering? But, you know, there have been some counter-arguments, like saying, well, in the market, people really need to eat, so they have no choice but to leave the market open. But however, in sports too, some of these sportsmen and women, if they do not go out and play, they would not be able to feed themselves. I even heard some people saying, look, it is not fair that you are inviting players in Europe to come and play for Nigeria, the international friendlies that we had, yet their counterparts in the domestic league, they are not playing. They don't have the opportunity to even play for Nigeria because they are not even, the leagues are on suspension. Yeah. So there is no way, even if the coach wants to invite them, he has that ready excuse of, oh, these guys are not active, so why will you deny them the opportunity to represent their countries? And then the clubs too, you are now giving them, even without COVID, there are clubs who are owing players, and now with the ban on all sporting activities, they have an excuse to say, well, we're not making money, so there is no way we can pay these guys. But now, thank God, they have lifted the ban, but they said it will be without fans for now. Well, we will accept kept it that way. So athletes, sports even just restart. But I think with time they will eventually even say, look, let the fans come out, because it's not the ideal situation. I'm not justifying it in any way, but we have seen different things happen in the country with total disregard for COVID-19 protocols on the part of the government, on the part of the citizens. So why should sports be the one that will suffer? But my advice to everybody is still, please, the virus is still out there. Please still protect yourself. Find a way to protect yourself if you will be going out for sporting activities, especially the sports people. You've got to be conscious of it. Go by the guidelines. Wash your hands regularly. If possible, do not shake hands. And if you have to share space with people, wear your face masks. And insist that anybody coming close to you also wears the face mask, except of course when you have to. I don't know if we can do what they are doing in Europe, which is put the players in a bubble. Okay, the way we've seen in India and other people, you have to put the players in a bubble. You have to ensure that you monitor where the players go to. Anybody that breaks those regulations, you have to suspend that person or sanction him in a particular way. That is the way to go about it. But it seems that for the past couple of months, we've just kind of put it like COVID doesn't exist anymore in Nigeria. But it is still there, so people have got to be careful. We are happy that sports is back, but my advice is please be careful. Do the best you can to protect yourself.
This came yesterday after the National Coordinator of the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, that's Dr. Sani Anilu, in a briefing in Abuja, said the government had decided to ease the restrictions. And said the decision was arrived at after consultation with the Sports Ministry and the National Center for Disease Control. So some of the athletes are so excited, and they had to come out yesterday to say they are really appreciative of what they have done. A wrestler, Sonisola Balogun, said, I can't wait to get back to training and competing. So this is what they use in taking care of their families, and time is now for them to resume work. All right, congratulations to them. And for those states, National Sports Festival, remember everything was already set before the COVID-19, issues increased, and they had to put a stop to it. But from the look of things now, the discussions over a possible return of the National Sports Festival will take center stage as the National Council of Sports meets next week in Lagos. So hopefully, before the end of the year, it's possible that we could still have the National Sports Festival here in Benin. All the athletes, like you said, they have been on break because of what has happened. But now, I think it's still possible for us to have the National Sports Festival this year. Maybe if they fix it for December, then use this remaining days of October and that of November for the athletes to go back to training and see if they can get match fitness.
My advice, just my advice, is for them to shift it a little bit to January. Yeah, not because I don't want it to happen again. You see, we are not just organizing the National Sports Festival for fun. Yes, we get to know the state now that gets to win at the end of the day. Maybe Edo State, Delta State, Kano, Kaduna, we celebrate. It's a festival, but we also use that festival to harness talent, to pick talent that could go ahead and do very well in the upcoming Olympics for us. So the athletes that have been training since last year up to when it was postponed this year because of COVID-19, take a look at it. I think that was supposed to have happened in March, April, thereabout. From that time till now, they've not trained. Athletes, they don't need to over-rest themselves. I mean, 1 month is okay for an athlete to relax and get back to training. I think since we've lifted the ban on contact sport and all this, they get back to training and give them this October, November, December to get back into shape. Then we can have the National Sports Festival. Just my opinion, in January, beginning first week or second week, maybe we are getting into the new year. We just used to celebrate and watch really COVID-19 because this year really has been a disaster because of the pandemic. So I feel, that's just my own opinion, that would be the best way to go if you really want to get the best out of the athletes.
Yeah, that would be my advice too. Well, I know Edison has got the capabilities to host it this year, but I think we've got to consider so many things. The athletes have been, sports has been on break spread for a very long time, and extending it will even give us more opportunities to really put everything in shape. I've been to the stadium. I see that a little bit of work still needs to be done before we are 100% ready. So I would suggest early next year, first quarter of next year. It could be January, February, or even March, so long as it will be at a time when we are not likely to have rain disrupting the activities, because the National Sports Festival is not a one-day event. It will take you at least a week or two to really have the competition. So I will advise that we can move it to next year. But of course, as we said, I know that Edo State is ready. Edo State was ready even in February this year to host the event. But let us also look at the other states. So I hope the body responsible for this will take all this into consideration and say, okay, yeah, we can now have the National Sports Festival. And, you know, now the lifting of the ban is just for the sports itself. They said no crowd. So, and I don't think it would be nice to have the National Sports Festival without the fans coming to the stadium. So maybe if they wait till first quarter of next year, by then the NCDC will have said, okay, now fans you can have this number of fans coming. Maybe do not fill the stadium to capacity. If it is 15,000, perhaps you can have 7,500 in the venue and all that. So that would be my suggestion. Let us move it to first quarter of next year.
All right, that's what is coming out on the 22 and 23rd of October. The meetings will hold, and we hope that the dates will be fixed for the resumption of the dates will be fixed for the National Sports Festival to hold. Let's go on this break, and when we return from this break, we'll continue with the show. Please hang on.
Long time ago, in a village under siege, the fate of a ruthless king lies in a prophecy that must not be fulfilled.
Rebellion looms, and a child born under the rising of the dark moon will be your downfall.
Nobody can take my kingdom from me. My father is not fit to be the king. Something must give. Riona starts on the 28th of September and showing Mondays to Fridays at 8:30 p.m. on Africa Magic Showcase, channel 151 on DSTV. Now the time don't reach with my light go show and win. Oh yeah. Them don't reach make you collect your mumu button for malaria hand with Malak. The better medicine from May and Baker. We don't make products past 75 years. Malak contains dehydroartemisinin and paraffin, where you work inside body for up to 6 weeks and they stop malaria from knocking you bones. All you need is to take 3 tablets for 3 days and the medicine goes summer the malaria come out your body sharp. Now the power of Malak be that. Malak, you control button for malaria. It's the pharmacy where they near you. If symptoms persist after 3 days, let you go see a doctor. A product of May and Baker.
Devil Kiss cooking oil. Now ogbonge oil we fresh well and the price now carry go. It gets tamper proof and it dey for different sizes. So as it dey sweet your belly, it dey sweet your pocket. Oh yeah, jolly inside better. Go buy Devil Kiss oil for shop when near you.
Plenty there to win for the 9 mobile Mega Millions promo. 90 people go come 1 million naira every day for 90 days. 2 people go win smartphones every hour, every day. The one wey fit pass now the 10 million naira grand prize. If you not be 9 mobile customer, move come outside or buy a new line. In addition to the plenty millions and smartphones, we go summer you with 1 gigabyte plus 500 naira airtime instanta plus up to 100% data bonus for 1 year. Recharge 200 naira and above. Make you for the win. Promo starts August 10 and ends November 2020 and is approved by FCCPC.
Mobile.
I'm tired of the poor power situation. Every time I stock the fridge, I come back to spoiled food.
My dear, I'm tired too.
I think it's about time you go solar.
Go solar?
With Vertical Solar, you can go solar for as low as 36,000 naira monthly by paying installments of up to 12 months.
Really?
Vertical Solar range of products can power household devices such as televisions, fridges, air conditioners, microwave, water pumps, electric iron, washing machine, and lots more. With extensive pay installment plans up to 12 months with
sports. Welcome back, and in case you're just joining us, it's Sports Fiesta reaching live on 92.7 KFM down here in the main city. Before we went on the break, we told you the announcement made by the federal government yesterday to these restrictions and to resume sporting activities, and also what to expect as the National Sports Committee has set to meet over Edo 2020 National Sports Festival return. So this what happened yesterday. Now we are going to be talking football, and first we'll go to take a message from our sponsors before we move into this football segment sponsored by BP. Alright, before we take football stories, let's take this from our sponsors.
If I put this one, I get 500,000. If I put this one, I get 1 million.
Which one when you talk to yourself like this?
Whether you're on bet pay or bet pay, they're going to reward you whether you win or lose. Remember, say 150% first deposit bonus they wait for you. If you deposit and withdraw each counter 24/7, and many of them package full ground, go register for bet pay and start to win.
Person fit be agent?
Yes, now you fit become agent and then you go dey get bonuses. Oh yeah, go to www.betpay.ng.
Bet pay, you stay, you pay.
Alright, that is what we've got for you. And let's quickly talk football stories. Where we've been talking about Victor Moses moving on to Russia. Yesterday, that deal was signed as he joined Spartak Moscow of Russia. Though a former manager of a Russian club said that it's not going to be easy for Victor Moses, but he was going to be a better player at the Russian club than former Chelsea forward and Shola, who also went to Russia, but he wasn't that successful. But yesterday, former Nigeria international, and now with Spartak Moscow, talking about Victor Moses, he's 29, but it's a long deal though. But who knows if we're going to do very well and then he return to Chelsea. But from the way things are going, I think he has been in journeyman, always been on loan until Antonio Conte kept him and used him for that season, and he did very well. But since Lampard came, even what's his name, Amos Sosari, he hasn't been having that. But I think it's better for him to be playing football right now.
If I were Victor Moses in his camp, I wouldn't have advised him to advise Chelsea to sell him. I would prefer Victor Moses playing for West Bromwich Albion. Prefer Victor Moses playing for Watford, for instance. Listen, I think the way in the Premier League, rather than ask to do the loan at some point at Inter, at some point in Turkey, now he's in Russia. Victor Moses is our priceless asset. It's quite unfortunate that he retired in international football after the FIFA 2018 World Cup. But this man has done a lot for Nigerian Super Eagles. Yes, he's not playing for us right now. We want to see Victor Moses playing week in, week out. And going to Spartak Moscow, except his really goals, we don't really get to talk about him. But in Premier League, whether he's playing or not, we're talking about his work rate, talking about statistics, and things like that. I think it's unfair the way Chelsea utilized Victor Moses ever since he signed on from Wigan Athletic. He has been to several clubs. He has been to Liverpool. He has even been to Stoke City, West Ham, at some point. West Ham, so I think it's high time he asks for Chelsea to sell him, get another club, not as big as Chelsea, but in the Premier League, and show to the world that he still got it. Victor Moses is a fine player. Last season with Inter Milan, playing as a wing back, did very well. Yeah, had other good players in the team like Ashley Young and Kagura in the thing. But again, I think he still got a whole lot of 2, 3, 4 years in him to show to the world that he's still top player.
But the thing is, that is how Chelsea have always operated. Victor Moses, yes, we will feel bad because he's a Nigerian and want the best for him. But there are so many other players too that have not even played as many games as Victor Moses for Chelsea. Victor Moses under Antonio Conte was a super regular. Victor Moses was a super regular in the squad. That's his first season at Chelsea, first full season. When they went on to win the Europa League, he was one of their star players. But after that they started selling him on loan. take him, he converted him into a wing back, which seemed to be his best position for Chelsea. And he went on to win the Premier League. But since the departure of Antonio Conte, he's not been able to hold down a place in that team. When you join a big club like Chelsea, you've got to expect some of these things. Every time you play, especially if the coach doesn't really like you. We're talking about Frank Lampard now, and looking at players like Mason Mount and some other English players. It seems like no matter what they do, Frank Lampard will always want to play them. And I think Victor Moses had that kind of luck under Antonio Conte, and that's why he played regularly under him. I think the reason why Chelsea are sending him on this loan now is maybe to increase his value so that they can sell him, because clearly I don't think he has a future at Chelsea. It's not like they want him to go and develop. Victor Moses cannot develop him. Victor Moses is almost 30, so it's time for him to move on with his career. Look at Michy Batshuayi. They are doing the same thing with Michy Batshuayi. There are so many players like that that Chelsea have sent on loan to many clubs, and eventually they allow them to go, or they still sending them on loan. There is this guy, Marco Van Ginkel. Yeah, he's a fantastic player at Chelsea. He's a Chelsea player. Bakayoko. Bakayoko is a Chelsea player. They are sending him on loan. So Victor Moses isn't the only one. Chelsea are known for doing this. They sending players out on loan and then seeing how they can cash in. They hate losing money on any player. I think they bought Victor Moses for about 10 million pounds a couple of years back. So maybe they are looking to see what they can get from what they bought him for initially, and that's why they just keep sending him on loan. But I think if he wants, he can also tell the club, okay, I want us to mutually terminate this contract and then move on with his life.
Alright, let's take another message and we'll be right back.
The 2020-2021 Premier League is here. It's time to win big. And the best way is, of course, getting yourself a jersey so that you can identify yourself with your favorite team. We at www.betspay.ng want to give our punters the opportunity to win a football jersey of their choice. 10 replica jerseys to be worn each week for the next 4 weeks. To participate and win, visit www.betspay.ng to register. Place a bet of 200 naira. The more bets you place, the more entries you get into the draw. 10 winners will be chosen at random in a draw every Monday. All winners will be contacted. Follow us on our social media pages with your username and ticket number to qualify for the draw. On Instagram, find us at BetPayNG. On Facebook, find us at www.facebook.com/BetPayNG.
Alright, welcome back from that break. And for Harry Maguire, I don't know what's happening, but former Manchester United defender Ferdinand says the Red Devils defender may benefit from rest. Well, I think 2 days ago, somebody talked about the fixture congestion and all that's really happening at the one right now concerning players and all that, how they could suffer from the fixture congestion, considering the fact that some of them just played the friendly and also 2 matches in the UEFA Nations League, and also in Africa they played back-to-back in friendly matches, for the FIFA window. But I think that has taken a toll on Harry Maguire, and former Manchester United centre-back talking about Ferdinand has said that Harry Maguire could benefit by being rested by his club. That was just a suggestion though, but quoting him now, he said in these situations that I've been in as well, he sometimes needs to be taken out of the oval, and that whether maybe it's time to give him a little rest, let him gather himself and build that confidence back up. I got brought up in one game, I think it was Middlesbrough away. The manager, Sir Alex Ferguson, spoke to me and said, get yourself back to business, train well and you come back in.
I think he might be right. Harry Maguire played all Manchester United Premier League games last season, or before the pandemic led to suspension of games, and when it resumed, he played in all. At some point, even in the Europa League, he insisted that he wanted to play, and he played in all. I think that plus what happened to him in Greece has played he will, not just the game that he got the red card, but right from this beginning of this season, Harry Maguire has totally been off. You know, I think he should sit out some games, maybe then get himself back to play good football again. The question is, for United, they've come out that they don't have any problem with Harry Maguire, so they'll play him probably tomorrow against Newcastle. But the problem is, when you put Harry Maguire on the bench, when you play Victor Lindelof and Eric Bailly, they were the two best defenders that they had before Harry Maguire. They were still complaining and went for Harry Maguire and tried the pairings of himself and Bailly or even Victor Lindelof. I feel that because of that, in quotes, they might not give him that rest. They might go on to play. But this is it. During Rinus Ferdinand's time, you had Nemanja Vinic that could pair with anybody and cover your lapses. You know, when Rio is not there, you hardly see Vinic overlapping. When he's partnering with Phil Jones or Chris Smalling or West Brom in those days, he knew then that this is not Rio. And Rio obviously understood it. So he would sit back and allow the West Brom, older than him obviously, but he was way better as a captain of Manchester United. And of course, younger to him, all those Chris Smalling then and Phil Jones, allow them to do all they want to do, but he gets to cover up for them. But today, you don't have that Vidic that will cover for you, or in Rio when the Vidic is not there. So right now, if you play them against informed Newcastle United in terms of form, they're better than Manchester United right now. I think the goals will rain again and Ole will get the sack.
I think we don't spend too much time on this Harry Maguire issue. He's just one player for both Manchester United and England. If he's having a bad game, I said my bit yesterday that the only thing that only problem I have with some of these English pundits is that when it is an English player, they tend to want to give him as much room as possible, you know, to see if the person can improve, and they say, oh, he might be having some issues in his private life and all of that. But when it is players from other countries, they tend to just base it on what they are seeing. If he's not playing well, this guy is not playing well, he should not be starting, he should be off the team and all that. But for Harry Maguire, I think we are seeing too many justifications for some of the things that's going on. Harry Maguire isn't a world-class centre-back. I don't think anybody would dispute that. We saw him, yeah, he did well at Leicester City, but he wasn't better than Robert Hood and Wes Morgan, who won the Premier League, the centre-back partnership that won the Premier League title with them. Manchester United were desperate to get him, and Leicester City, you know, got them and said, okay, if you want him, this is the amount that you pay, and you're not going to sell him, and that's why they got him. Now that I'm not too shocked at his performances. I think that is the kind of player, the quality of player that he is. So I don't understand this talk on Harry Maguire and his performances. So if the coach feels he should bench him, I don't know if they have a better centre back. That's the question I ask. Who will you play if you do not play him? And the other guy is better than him right now at Manchester United. And even at Manchester United, I've said, I don't think Harry Maguire is the single problem of Manchester United. The goalkeeping department, they have issues. The midfield, they've got some issues. Bruno Fernandes, I think the novelty is beginning to wear off. He isn't as influential as he was when he first came on. Paul Pogba, well, I've always said Paul Pogba, the Paul Pogba I saw at Juventus was a world-class player, but the Paul Pogba that I've seen in Manchester United, except in some matches, like that match against Manchester City, when they were tuning down and he got the 2 goals and then they eventually went on to win. I know we've got a fantastic player in there. We saw him at the World Cup. We've seen him when he goes to play sometimes with France. He seems to be a different animal when he plays for his country than when he plays for Manchester United. So I think Manchester United generally, they've got a problem. So it's not just Harry Maguire that is a problem. So even if they bench him or they play him, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference.
All right, we'll talk more on football, but let's take this message once more before we come back.
It's time to win very big. Feel the excitement at www.betpay.ng, the sports betting company that rewards you whether you win or lose. Stay on top of the action wherever you are. Best odds, 150% deposit bonus. Cash out anytime. Accumulate your bonus. You can deposit and withdraw instantly 247 and much more. Register now at BetPay to start winning. You can also become a BetPay agent and earn fantastic commissions and bonuses. Visit www.betpay.ng. BetPay. You stay, we pay.
All right, football returns. Club football returns this weekend, and we are going to be looking at the fixtures of the matches to expect this weekend. Yes, it's going to be an exciting one because we've got so many big matches. You know, like the Merseyside derby coming up this weekend, then the Milan derby also coming up. So we've got some fantastic football matches to watch this weekend. But we have to start from the English Premier League, and let me quickly just take a rundown of what to expect in the English Premier League this weekend. Tomorrow, Saturday, lunchtime, Everton at the Goodison Park will play host to Liverpool, and it's Merseyside derby. I think the last 5, 6 or 7 years of thereabouts, if not up to 10 years, Goodison Park actually talking about Everton, they've not been able to beat Liverpool, but this time with Carlo Ancelotti and with the way they have been playing and the fact that they are top of the table right now, I think it's going to be something different tomorrow at the Goodison Park. So let's see how that match will pan out. Chelsea at 3 o'clock will play host to Southampton. Manchester City will entertain Arsenal at the Etihad Stadium. Then lastly, Newcastle United at the St. James's Park or the St. James's Park here will take on Manchester United. Wow, now coming out from that 6-1 bashing by Tottenham before the international break. Let's see if the Red Devils will be able to regroup and get a positive result. Sunday 18th, Sheffield United at home will be we face Fulham, Crystal Palace versus Brighton and Hove Albion. Tottenham Hotspur will take on West Ham United, while Leicester City will face Aston Villa. Then on Monday to be West Bromwich Albion and the Autons taking on Burnley, while Leeds United will face Wolverhampton Wanderers. These are the fixtures from the English Premier League this weekend. Okay, can we take a look at the Spanish La Liga Center there?
Real Madrid by 5:30 will play host to Cadiz right at the Bernabeu. Getafe will be home at 8 p.m. To Barcelona. Then on Sunday we'll have Eibar against Osasuna, Athletic Bilbao against Levante, Villarreal home against Valencia, Deportivo Alaves against Lecce, Huesca will be home against Real Valladolid, while Real Betis will play things for us this weekend when they play host to Real Sociedad. Alright, from there now it goes straight to the Italian Serie A. Tomorrow, Napoli finally get back on the pitch. We'll play against Atalanta. The Milan that we spoke about, 5 p.m. will be Inter home first against AC Milan. Sampdoria will be home against Lazio. Tottenham against Juventus. On Sunday, Bologna against Sassuolo. Spurs against Fiorentina. Torino against Cagliari. Lecce against Parma. Then Roma against Benevento. Then finally, on Monday, against Verona, we play host to Genoa. Those are the fixtures we're waiting for this weekend. Then the German Bundesliga, this starts tomorrow game today. Augsburg against RB Leipzig. Freiburg will be home against Werder Bremen. Hertha Berlin will be home against Stuttgart. Hoffenheim against Borussia Dortmund. Mainz 05 against Bayern Leverkusen. Arminia Bielefeld against Bayern Munich, while Borussia Mönchengladbach will be home against Wolfsburg. So we'll see FC Cologne against Eintracht Frankfurt, while Schalke plays to Union Berlin. And finally, from the French League now, games to start today. Enjoy this Reims beyond against defending champions Paris Saint-Germain. Rennes against Lorient tomorrow. Marseille against Bordeaux. Then on Sunday, Strasbourg against Lyon. Angers against Mainz. Monaco against Montpellier. Lens against Brest. Saint-Etienne against Lille. Against Nice, rather, one day against Lyon against Lens. Those are the games for the weekend.
Alright, told you what to expect. The big 5 major leagues Europe starting from tomorrow and up to Sunday and as well as Monday. Alright, let's take the last message from our sponsors before we move on.
Let's say not time. time to check time, but this is not time to hammer. You don't try bet play, then will reward you whether you win or lose. Remember, say 150% first deposit bonus, they wait for you. You fit cash out anytime. You fit deposit and withdraw. It's counter 24/7. And many get things full grand though. Yourself fit become betpay agent and you go to get get bonuses. Oh yeah, sharp go to www.betpay.ng. Bet, hey, you stake, you pay.
Okay, before we go on to look at other sports, let's quickly just take a look at what to expect in the transfer window before it slams shut tonight. Remember, we told you that transfer was still going on in England because of the domestic clubs. You know, getting the players from League 1, League 2 to Premiership was still very much allowed today. So that is what we'll be looking at, and we are going to looking at some of the transfers that could take place today before it slams shut tonight.
Transfer will end by 5 p.m. As at yesterday, no confirmation just yet. Was saying Berama was doing his makers with Western United. I guess that deal will go over the line for Western United. I think he would be a fantastic addition. But again, I ask this question: why allow Felipe Anderson, that seems to be the best player at Western United, go alone to FC Porto? Then we go get say Berama. With him and Berama in that team, West Ham probably could have achieved a lot this season, maybe qualified for Europa League. I don't know why David Moyes never really liked the young one, or since he came on board, he has not really been using. I think other, if not for the COVID-19, I think other clubs would have come for you. You know, when it comes to getting players from EPL clubs, you have to pay, you know, with everything you've got. That's why United went for Harry Maguire for £80 million. I don't think the Chilwell is even worth £30 million. So Chelsea had to pay 50, because when you buy from the Premier League club, it's very, very expensive. That when if Kayano was a Premier League player with any football club, probably Chelsea would have paid more than what they paid. Lucas Sessegnon, they just allowed to go to Bundesliga from Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur signing for Wilson Pavard. So I think he's a fantastic player, but I hope Berama will be that player that will help Western United at the end of the day.
At Middlesbrough, they are attempting to complete a deal to sign winger Yannick Bolasie, who is 31 on loan from Everton. And for Cardiff City, they have agreed a deal to sign Liverpool winger and Wilson on loan, with Derby County and Nottingham Forest also chasing a 23-year-old. Away from England, Juventus, they are playing a £360 million move for Paris Saint-Germain forward Kylian Mbappe, who is 21, and Serie could send Cristiano Ronaldo the other away. And for German club Borussia Dortmund, they are not prepared to sell 20-year-old England winger Jadon Sancho, who was linked to Manchester United this summer in the January transfer window. Arsenal want to beat Manchester United to the £35 million signing of 23-year-old Villarreal defender Pau Torres. Okay, these are some of the news we are getting. And for Derby County owner Morris, he says manager Philip Coco will not be sacked if the Rams lose to Watford on Friday, as he also denied reports linking England striker Wayne Rooney, who is 34, replacing the Dutch man. Okay, that is what we are getting from the transfer window. Let's go on another break. When we come back, we'll talk tennis and cycling.
What happens when a woman who has lived a sheltered life discovers everything has been a lie? How will she handle the secrets, betrayal, and deceit?
How did I not know this about my father?
Will she rise to the occasion?
You can't let these people take over what your father has built.
And find the strength to overcome.
What isn't given, it's taken.
Watch one woman's rise to the top against the odds in the new Africa Magic Original. In Nahe starts on the 28th of September and showing Mondays to Fridays at 8 p.m. on Africa Magic Showcase Channel 151 on DSTV.
Malaria don't let me now the time don't really say my life will show and we. Oh yeah.
Them don't reach make you collect your mumu button for malaria hand with Malak, the better medicine from May and Baker. We don't make products past 75 years. Malak contain dihydroartemisinin by paraquin, where they work inside body for up to 6 weeks and they stop malaria from that you gasbo. All you need to do to take 3 tablets for 3 days and the medicine go sama the malaria comot your body sharp sharp. Now the power of Malact be that. Malact, you control breathing for malaria. E dey pharmacy wey dey near you. If symptoms persist after 3 days, make you go see a doctor. A product of May and Baker.
Devon King's cooking oil. Now ogbonge oil wey fresh well and the price na carry go. E get tamper proof and e dey for different sizes. So as you dey sweet your belly, e dey sweet your pocket. Oya, jolly inside better. Go buy Devon King's oil for shop wey near you.
Let's talk tennis. The current French Open winner, Iga Swiatek, says she has been in shock since winning the French Open title, and she's now aiming to win the other 3 Grand Slam titles and an Olympic medal. What's a dream? Went to the 19-year-old who beat Australian Open winner, talking about Sophia Kenny, in last Saturday's final to become the lowest ranked women's champion at Roland Garros. She said, basically, I was in shock for the next 3 days. That is what she told BBC Sports shortly after I returned to Poland.
Yeah, I'm sure before the start of the tournament, if you had told anybody that Iga Swiatek was going to be the champion, they will probably laugh at you. But we saw what happened. She not only emerged winner, she won it without dropping a set. That's the first time that anybody has done that at the French Open since Justin Henin did it in 2007, and she became the youngest at 19 to win it since Monica Seles did it in 1992. So it was remarkable for her. I think this time in the women's tennis, almost every tournament a new star is born. We usually have new winners. It's been years that we have anybody winning back-to-back Grand Slam tournaments, but unfortunately the same is not the same in the men's, where it's largely concentrated in the hands of 3 players, two of them in particular doing great stuff. So for Iga Swiatek, she's a breath of fresh air like some other young female tennis players out there, and I understand how she feels, because she did not think that she was going to, looking at so many people did not turn up, so many big stars, but come on, Simona Halep, the world #1, was there. There were some other great players who came, and she faced them and she beat them. She beat them without dropping a set, so it's enough to keep her in shock. But I think she should start thinking about the Australian Open next year. Let's hope COVID will permit and we are going to have that competition, because now I don't want to say people took her for granted. People thought that they could just easily beat her, and maybe that's why they did not come to the game with seriousness. I think everybody wanted to win, irrespective of what happened eventually. But now that she is the champion, she's got a hit target on her back. When you are playing her, before you play her, you know, I am playing against a Grand Slam winner, and you've got to really go out there and go for the win. So it's going to be much difficult now that she has won the Grand Slam than it was previously. She could just go under the radar. When you look at the encounter, Iga Swiatek versus Simona Halep, you just assume Halep would win this.
It was
now that she has won the Grand Slam, once you see Swiatek, is this girl who won the French Open? So she could be a threat in this encounter. Even our opponents are going to take her more seriously.
All right, there are some tournaments going on right now. Let me quickly take the results before we can look at the messages and see how many we can take. ATP Bet1 Hawks Indoors, let's see what's going on right now in Cologne. Roberto Batista Agu took on G. Simon of France, and Roberto Batista Agu won in straight sets 6-4 and 7-6. Then we had other matches where Aga Alisime took on Henry Laxone, and the Canadian rather won in straight sets 6-4, 6-1. Alejandro Davidovich Fokina beat Manichilic 3-6, 7-6, and 6-2 to progress, while Alex Zverev defeated Fernando Verdasco in straight sets to also progress. Okay, then we also have the ATP St. Petersburg Open currently going on, where Denis Shapovalov defeated Ivanska of Belarus 6-1, 6-4. Then Bernard Toric also won his match in straight sets to progress. Then we had Andrei Rublev, who beat Mohammed 4-6, 6-4, 7-5. While Karen Khachanov was also on the winning side, beating Aslan Kalashev in 3 sets 4-6, 7-5, 6-3. Milos Raonic enjoyed a straight set victory over Alexander Bublik. This is what happened yesterday in the matches played in Cologne and also in Zenit St. Petersburg. Okay, talking cycling now. Vuelta a España. Chris Froome is set to face Primoz Roglic, and Chris Froome is from Britain and will be racing against Tour de France runner-up Primoz Roglic and Vuelta a España. Jumbo Visma Roglic, who is age 30, lost the Tour de France on the final time trial to Tadej Pogačar in September in one of the event's most dramatic finals. And for the 4-time champion Froome, who rides for Ineos Grenadiers, is aiming to win the Vuelta for a 10th time. The 3-week Grand Tour begins on Tuesday in Iran near Bilbao after being delayed by the COVID-19 pandemic.
But I haven't called for the Giro to be cancelled, so I don't know if the Vuelta a España will take place because of the COVID-19 situation.
All right, let's look at the messages.
This is this is only for sports. If you send any message, you've just wasted your phone. Good men of sports. Is Cavani playing come this weekend from Uguehi in Benin?
No, he's not playing. Stay isolating.
Good day, great analyst of sport. My name is Zach from Moluku. Please, I want to ask, between Ozil and Arteta, is Ozil, okay, maybe has Ozil done wants to play, or is Arteta, okay, thing is, what he's trying to say is it that Ozil doesn't want to play, or it is Arteta who does not want to play? What a great analyst of sports. Okay, Arteta. Ibrahim, please. Okay, this one about okay. Model of sport. My name is Peter from Sapala Road. Please, where is my read.com? Mr. My name is Ibrahim, not Ibrahim. When first time caller called you, you say you're welcome to our family. What about those people that text? What will you call me that texting people every day? Well, you are members of our family. You are our family. If it's not something that you're talking for the first time, I don't know, because it's only your numbers. I can't I don't think there is even geniuses. They cannot memorize every number that with which you used to text. So I will not know if it is the first time that you're texting or not. But when you tell me it is the first time that you're calling, then I can tell you welcome to our family. It's a very large family. So my brother, you are a member of our family. Okay. Good day, sir. Please, I thought transfer window has closed. How come transfers are still going on normally from Oboro? Well, within England, it's supposed to end. Today is 16. Today, and then you can still. There are some places like Russia. That's why the Victor Moses to Spartak Moscow deal went through. Okay, so that's the thing. Francis, will you say it's Chelsea's fault that no club in BPL is asking for Victor Moses? Is from Etinosa. Victor Moses is a world-class player, not just because he's a Nigerian. I go with Francis. He ought to have left Chelsea long ago. What is his pay safe? He's from a double donut. Good day, okay, Ibrahim. I am Austin from Austin. Please, this is not the way you should be sending this message to. Okay, this was yesterday and that's all.
Alright, so that's the key for us to take the final whistle on the show this morning.
I'm backing him. I'm there for him, whatever he needs, whatever he wants. I'll be there. But believe you me, there's nothing I can do for him on October 31st. He's going to have to do it all himself. Believe you me, he has it all to do. Box 11 to the belly, speaking about the bats between Derek Chisora and Alexander Usyk. And that's the final whistle on the show this morning.
Alright, that is where we enjoy the cutting on the show this morning. Don't worry, at 4 we'll be here to give you the latest happenings in the world of sports at 4. Enjoy the rest of your day. And many thanks to my partners for doing this with me, and also for you being part of the show this morning. Have a wonderful day ahead. Bye-bye.
Trying to get or receive information through all corners of the globe requires unprecedented internet service. At Wireless NG, we provide fast, reliable, and affordable unlimited broadband internet service for homes and businesses. Service is currently available across Lagos and Benin. Visit us today at Wireless NG, 5 Ramaya, Ikenede Street off PZ Sapler Road, Benin City, or Marketing Office, 70 Olowo Complex, Airport Road, Benin City, or call 0807-887-9960 or 0703-672-9147. Wireless NG, erasing internet boundaries.
What happens when a woman who has lived a sheltered life discovers